Wait, what? What was that? What just happened? What?
Okay, I think we can put you in the buff out. I know there's no hardwired internet there.
No, yeah, that's what Elle told us. It's fine. It's okay. We'll just.
I got you, Denim.
We'll probably just go back to the hotel.
Thank you.
Then.
Thank you for the clip. I appreciate it.
He looks terrified. It's fine. It's just like we're getting booted. We're getting booted from this. We're like literally like we're fine for now in this. We're not fine for now. We're like literally like we're permanently done here. Bro, that's so whack. Fight back? What do you mean? I will get evicted forcibly at gunpoint. There's no fighting back. If they say, when someone says you gotta leave,
I love chatters. They're like, why don't you fight it?
leave this area and like move to a different area. Do you know how many Secret Service and like federal agents are here? Like there's no world where I just
keep so much for a commie. Fucking champagne socialist at it again.
Doing this. Are they giving you another place to go? I don't know. And what are we gonna do about our stuff? Why even let you in just to kick you around? Guys, come on. We're at the Democratic National Convention. There's a lot of things that are moving around, okay? There's a lot of moving parts at any given moment. They're not kicking me out of the convention. They're saying that they have to use this space. They wouldn't do this to CNN? Yeah, no shit, they wouldn't do this to CNN, dog. I'm not CNN. What do you mean? The fact that I have CNN level access is already insane. Be for real, okay? I don't even know how I got this level of accommodation to begin with. Tell them your uncle Jank. Your uncle is Jank. Yeah, I'll tell them that. They gave him a worse space than me, so I don't know how that would work. Just kind of whack as you told him you'd want to do it all day. Yeah, I know. I literally.
I'm gonna be honest.
Secret Service.
I'm gonna be honest. I applied way too late for the creators thing. They had like a special press tag for creators and I just didn't know that they had one. I missed out on it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But I honestly don't feel bad because the sound quality was so dog shit. There was no soundproofing. And I didn't know until I saw the video from what the inside of it looked like. But I would not have wanted to stream in this. Let me show you guys. Oh my god, I have so much thirst posting in my likes. What the hell? Here it is. Hold. They just had them all in one fucking room? With like some dividers? What the fuck? Oh my god. Also, Benny, what the fuck? Thank you so much for the 19 gift subs. Jesus, thank you. Thank you. That's really nice of you. Thank you so much. I know I don't say thank you enough for subs, but I really do appreciate everybody who subs or gift subs or primes and supports the channel. You help me do what I like to do, and this is what I like to do, watch the DNC and get really mad about it. So yeah, thank you to everyone who helps support the channel. Every sub matters, even if it's not. Oh, then it's at the top of the hour. Wow, I actually made it for the top of the hour ad break. Incredible. But yeah, thank you. Thank you again, everybody who has subbed, who supports the channel in any way. It means a lot. I love being able to get on, talk about this shit with you guys, with other people who like to talk about politics who are brain rotted. So thank you again. Thank you. Mesos, thank you for the 30 months. Thank you.
Top of the hour.
Anyways, yeah, I'm actually low-key. I was getting a little bit of FOMO not being here, but now that I see what the inside looks like, I was like kind of glad that I wasn't packed in like this. Actually, because it's kind of low-key looks. Oh, I can't believe they didn't give them special personalized rooms. I can't believe that they didn't just make a bunch of smaller rooms, dude. What the fuck? That's not cool, man. That's not cool. Anyways, let's get back to this.
literally said,
Squilliam Wallace, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you.
if I can't do it all day, I won't come in. I will just stream from my hotel room. But it is what it is, okay? It's not their fault. It's out of our hands. It's out of everyone else's hands. Listen, they pushed out Joe Biden. Of course, they'll push me out too, you know? They're kicking us out.
Unlucky.
I don't know why.
Apparently there's a double booking. That might just be an excuse. I don't know.
So I guess
double looking.
at the end of the day, while they do appreciate online influencers, the level of
double booking. I was like, I don't know what the fucking double looking is. That makes a lot more sense.
respect for online influencers is still not exactly up to par with, you know, traditional media, because I doubt that, you know, NBC would be getting kicked out randomly. But now you can tell your colleagues, like, no, I saw the largest online commentator get chucked out with 60,000 people watching. You know, it happens to everybody is what I'm saying. All right, we're ready to go. Let's let her rip. Shave your mustache like Mike Pillow? Yeah. I want to shave my mustache like Michael Pillow and come back in.
Did you see the footage of that?
I did. It was incredible. He got owned by children. How embarrassing.
That 12-year-old kid?
Yeah. That was awesome. I mean, they didn't even take our credentials away. We still have access to this floor. I feel like the worst part about this is, like, I feel like a kid that's been naughty. You know what I mean? But you also don't know what, like, I also don't know what I've done. And it almost feels like, I mean, it could be any number of different things, you know what I mean? And it's the uncertainty of it all that makes me feel worse about the situation. But I also still feel pretty good, because I never would have imagined getting this level of access to begin with.
Fucking jinxed it, dude. Why would you point that out? Dumb. Silly. Goodbye, credentials.
No worries. Someone is definitely watching the stream, because I literally said, oh, they didn't even take our credentials away.
And then it showed up.
Someone is watching the stream.
Which one of you feds? Which one of you is a fed?
We're gonna give you the whole thing and then cut it down. Is it? You think it's because you said something today they didn't like?
I did compare DNC to Israel. That might have been the final blow, because we got the call like shortly after I tweeted that, because so the Uncommitted campaign wanted to have a Palestinian American speak.
Yeah,
which I think is like a pretty reasonable demand. Like, these aren't like random activists. These are like Democratic Party operatives, right? Like, they just happen to be Palestinian American, right?
Right.
And Mehdi Hassan said, and Rashida Tlaib as well, confirmed it, that the DNC was like sending out information to the press that, like, oh, actually we wanted the Georgian, the Palestinian American from Georgia, Rua, I think her name is?
Yeah.
That she was one of the speakers that they gave to the DNC with like a vetted speech. And then the DNC was apparently, or someone was leaking to the media that, like, it was the uncommitted movement that didn't want her to speak specifically, which doesn't make any sense, because they literally kept presenting her very openly as the person.
She's out there with Abbas. What? She's out there with Abbas.
Yeah.
Right?
So Mehdi Hassan tweeted about it and was like, this is bullshit. We know that the uncommitted movement is the ones.
This is a tweet that says, reporters are being briefed, it seems, that the DNC accepted Dem State Representative Rua for Georgia as a Palestinian speaker for tonight on the stage, but uncommitted MVMT turned her down. That's simply not true. It's a lie. Being told, I assume, by DNC spinners now on the defensive. Uncommitted are the ones who pitched her, and there's still time for the DNC to put Rua for Georgia on stage tonight for 2 minutes, if they have the time and space for a former Republican congressman and for an Israeli family member, the hostage. They have time and space for an elected Palestinian Democratic lawmaker. Anything else is straight up racism and erasure. Yep.
Who actually put forward Rua. And I quote tweeted it. I was like, this is like Israel Hasbara. Like, I don't understand what the
Why does the DNC have one speed? This is identical to how Israel does Hasbara.
DNC is doing, like trying to claim that it's not. Oh shit. AOC stuck behind a motorcade.
Yeah, it's
That sucks.
So what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I mean, like, I can get AOC anytime. It doesn't really matter. Like, it would have been cool to do it here, but maybe we just don't do it. Maybe I just cancel it. I don't know. Even Omar's team hasn't got back to my
Those who know.
my manager, and we don't have a space. So I'm telling everybody, I'm canceling all the interviews. You know what I mean, though? Chat and March. Like
that we use the most out of the opportunity.
This is a gimme. Like, this was not supposed to happen at all.
Oh
This
yeah,
is
for sure.
Not even in my wildest imagination would I have thought that we would have access to get into the DNC and like have. Never in my wildest imagination would I have ever thought that like we would get like, you know, 4 days of just like being inside of the DNC, getting full-blown access and taking advantage of it all the way. Obviously, like, I'm not a TikToker. I'm not like a YouTuber, which requires a much different kind of lift, right? And it's pretty crazy. I'm surprised it took this long. I don't know. I mean,
do think that like the DNC in general, recognizing that content creators have a platform and that they can reach particular audiences that mainstream media can't and will never reach, and taking advantage of that is smart. And trying to work with progressives instead of just silencing the voices all the time is smart. But man, they definitely could do a lot better. They definitely could do a lot better.
I think
the fact that they didn't have specialized soundproof rooms for the different creators is very bizarre to me. Because from my understanding, this is just my very bare minimum understanding. I could be mistaken about a few details. To be fair, this is their first time doing it. But from my understanding, they had 200 press badges given out to content creators. What they really should have done, IMO, is like get a room that overlooks like the stadium. This is the glass that was in the shot, right? So this way faces the stadium. The cameras obviously would probably also be facing that way so that you could see the stadium. Brat. And then you would have like maybe a larger room that creators could like step in and like talk to each other. And then you would have a bunch of smaller like booths. Like this. So that you can like step in, here's like maybe like a little table, refreshments or something, here's a door. So that when people, YouTubers or streamers wanted to like get in there, it was pretty easy to, and then you could have your own little separate room. Like they can be glass doors, you don't even have to work that hard. It's an arena, they don't have all that. How difficult do you think it is to set up like cubicles, dude? It's not difficult. It's very not difficult to say. It's also not that expensive. Also, the DNC they have enough money to fucking book the stadium. And they have millions, not millions. Well, they have millions of donators, but, not donators. Whatever the term is. They have like how many tens of thousands of people showing up and buying tickets? They have more than enough money. They had enough money to bring in fucking Oprah. They have enough money to give separate rooms for like 200 people, or just have it so that the content creators can book the rooms. Like, just think about it realistically. Like, they have the effort, but I don't think it's that they didn't want to. I think it's that they were just unprepared. This is their first time doing it. They had to prep like 2 months ahead of because I think they announced it in June. So they announced it at the end of June. So let's say they started planning it at the beginning of June, July, August, like less than 3 months to plan it. That's totally fair. It's totally, totally fair. Maybe also invite less than 200. No, I mean, the stadium is pretty huge. It's just about like, wouldn't it be better to have creators have their own space that you can like at least book the space or whatever? I mean, people here have been to college. You know how there are like study rooms that you can book for a specific time? Just have like a system set up like that. So people, YouTubers who want to go in and just shoot a quick video can go in, shoot their video for like an hour, 2 hours, edit it and put it out. instead of just having this like cramped large room with a bunch of people and they're all talking over each other. Like, that's not a good idea. What? What they did now is fine for probably like 90% plus influencers, but Hassan live stream is different than TikTokers or YouTubers. I mean, even YouTubers, wouldn't you want to be able to like get your own little space so that you can shoot a video, record it, and edit it, and then post it? Right? That's all. That would have been cooler, I think. That would have been cooler. I'm just talking about, guys, to be very clear, I'm talking about events planning. I'm not talking about the DNC. I'm not talking about Democrats. I'm not talking about the way Democrats or the DNC treats creators. I'm not talking about how creators should be treated. I'm talking about basic event planning and what's good event planning and what's bad event planning. That's all I'm talking about. This could have been the RNC. This could have been fucking Comic-Con. It could have been anything. I'm just talking about good event planning. Like, if you have this much space available, you should give people private separate rooms so they aren't disrupting everybody else in there and making a huge loud noise, and that they could have their own separate privacy. And like putting these up, if you already have a room, setting that up is not difficult. It's really not difficult. I'm not saying fucking put up some drywall. You can just put like ceiling to floor dividers. And then put some soundproofing on each side. Like, that's still, like, much better. So, yeah, I think that would have been good. And then having, like, ways that you can book certain rooms for a certain period of time. Having, like, a online web service or something you can do that. That would have been cool. Decent audio is a primary focus of every tier of media. Yes, totally agree with you. 100%. So, yeah.
Literally came over to be like, no, we're not kicking you out.
Yeah.
I think it was like, they did it in front of the New York Times. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that, do they think that was not going to, like, be a part of a story, potentially? Like, even congresspersons are having a hard time getting on the floor right now? No, I know. I'm literally talking to Ilhan Omar's team, and they're like, we can't leave. Other congresspersons are not, like, able to leave they're not able to exit the areas that they're in. How much of a shit show
it is there? I definitely feel a sense of relief leaving.
Does this cover the creepy car stream sniper? Was there one?
I think we lucked out.
Probably. I guess not.
Dude, if we had stayed to the very end, imagine trying to get out of there.
Oh my god.
Someone drove up to them? What the hell? I don't think this video has it.
I was like, this sucks. Because I had mapped the whole thing. But now that we were able to like do a swift exit, it's 8 p.m. By the time by the time we get there, we're going to be able to like easily put that shit together.
The assassination plot B story is wild, dude. Why the fuck would you say that? That's crazy. A car literally pulled up to them and was waving at Hassan and Marsh from the car. Oh, a dude pulled up right next to them. The video cut it out, but the guy pulled up and shouted at them. Ooh, it's on LSF. Is it? I don't see it. You lie. Lie to me. They had a stream sniper in a car, and then back at the hotel, a cleaner woman opened the door because she forgot something in the room and scared Hassan and Marsh a lot. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude. That's, let me watch it off stream 1 sec. Yeah, honestly, the clip is not that scary. Or sorry, the clip isn't scary. It's just they just drive up and then say like, "Hey, dude," and obviously it's not scary because I'm watching it after the fact, not live. It's just a stream sniper. Very easily could be a hater or could be a fan. Yeah, that would be to be quite honest, this is why I don't understand how streamers just stream IRL shit. Like, that's crazy. Nah, dude, no. No, man. I'm so like paranoid. I'm just like, no, I can't. I can't at all. I refuse to on principle. It's just Canute got robbed at knife point last year at TwitchCon Paris. Bruh. Bro, what the fuck? That is scary. That is spooky. Spooky, spooky. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Boom, boom, boom. Desktop stream. I keep going. And this way, I have an early flight out too. I get to, you know. I didn't get kicked out of the convention. I just got kicked out of the studio space that they had given me. And they did it in like a very weird way too. They did it literally during an interview that I was conducting with the New York Times about creators for Kamala, which makes it like extra crazy because it literally like that is a story in and of itself. I don't know if the guy will actually write about it or not, but like ultimately it was like a very weird thing to do overall because like they had told me originally that, you know, they told me that I was fine. Like they told me that I was fine, like that I had this space, that they had allotted for me, that it was going to start late, but then it turns out it was not fine. Unceremoniously out of nowhere, some super donor probably had you kicked out, so they had a box with their kid to watch Taylor Swift. I don't know how the box situation works, but I mean, I know Beyonce is going to perform. Obviously, like that was known for a while. They guaranteed you the space for the whole day and then kicked you out in a way that completely f***ed your schedule. Yeah. But like also the other side of the story is that like, honestly, the other side of the story ultimately is that like, I was never supposed to be at the DNC. You know what I mean? So
Holy.
Other side of the story ultimately is that like
Holy Zen. Oh my god. Oh my. Zen Tower. I am glad that I am not addicted to nicotine. I am so happy that I am not as infidel. Actual Zen cell. What is Zen? It's like nicotine. They're like these nicotine like little packs, I think, that you can put in your mouth. It's similar to nicotine gum, but you don't actually chew it. It just kind of sits there. I'm so happy that I'm not. Quitting nicotine sounds like it's fucking hard, dude. Everyone I don't know if I've known a single person who has successfully quit nicotine, actually. Of the people I know who have gotten addicted to nicotine, I don't know if I know a single one that's actually successfully quit nicotine. Quitting sounds expensive? What the fuck do you mean? Both of my cousins have. I have. It took 10 years to do. 5 years off. Dude, sick. Dude, sick. I quit nicotine. Shit was hard. Yeah. I quit cold turkey. It's much harder to quit nicotine with all the new options. I tried some nicotine for a month when Juul pods were like all the rage with the kids. I was like, well, everyone's doing it. It must be cool. And then I did it for a month and I was like, this is stupid. And then I stopped. Only gaming can keep me addicted. My one true love, gaming. Which is not as cool as smoking, by the way.
I was never supposed to be at the DNC. You know what I mean? So I'll take it. I'll take all the moments that they gave me. And
I think it's
all
also
of the-
because like I don't really mold or stress or like experience stress on the same level. Like all of the things that nicotine would theoretically help me with would be anxiety. And I found that nicotine doesn't help anxiety. It just helps with like stress and mold. And I don't really, I'm pretty good on both of those fronts. I don't think I get a lot of stress on the date. I think I'm pretty stress resilient. Very anxious. But unfortunately, nicotine does not help with anxiousness, which is very weird. Very not cool.
I will take every aspect that I'll take all of the access that I got. News already reported on creators being kicked out of their spot. Okay, that's so cute, chat. That's funny. You guys are funny.
Son kicked out for no gaming. DNC leadership endorses Gaming Frogs Union instead.
You did great the whole time. All the booths were empty because Jamie Harrison is a piece of shit and planned awful. The arena got overfilled and shut down by the fire marshal to the point reporters can't get in. So they panicked and kicked out booths/influencers for space. It's why the PAL delegates can't get in too. I've never experienced this as a journalist in my life. The DNC has told security at the United Center that journalists cannot be guaranteed re-entrance into the arena if they get to use the restrooms. Yeah, so that does make sense. That does make sense. That's literally the reason why I left, because Ilhan Omar could not exit the arena. So that made it so that I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to talk to them. Do you understand? Like that it is like, I'm sure that is part of the reason why I got cooked. It's still whack as but that's why I left. The reason why I left is because I knew that it was chaotic. And I
was confirmed now that he said he got kicked out because of the pro-Palestine stuff. Damn, the DNC's a bunch of bitches. What the fuck? We got booted because of uncommitted, by the way, because I was wearing a Palestinian flag and interviewing the uncommitted delegates. Damn, what a bunch of bitches. What the hell?
I didn't want to be there for that chaos, and that I knew that I was not going to be able to get to see.
Source the linky just in Discord, in Hoscord or whatever. Unless he's just joking, in which case, maybe.
Or talk to anyone. Journalists are actually being turned away now. Show press area way over capacity. Just saw Ta-Nehisi Coates get turned away. Yo, it's like, it's real casual like that. Everyone who's like pro-Palestine just accidentally happens to be getting clapped at the DNC. I'm not even kidding. I know it's like, it's not deliberate. It's not by design. I know that they're not doing it on purpose. But it is funny that like anyone who has criticized the DNC on the Palestine front is just like, hey, by the way, sorry. You just can't be in.
This is the source or whatever. Unless he was joking. I don't think so. It seems kind of weird to be joking about. But yeah. I mean, they refused to let a Palestinian woman speak for 2 minutes. I totally believe this. It's also a weird thing to joke about. In fact, DNC didn't allow Palestinian Americans to speak, but a lot of time for the family of hostages in Israel is absurd. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm fine with them allowing families of hostages to speak. I don't care. That's fine. But why also deny the Palestinian? Why can't you just have also the Palestinian? I just don't understand. Because I think that hostages and hostages' families speaking is even better, or like it helps the cause, because it's a reminder every day that we do not do the hostage deal, every day that we do not try and get a permanent ceasefire is another day where these people are away from their families. Is another day where these hostages are not capable of going back home to their families. Why can't a Palestinian also speak? Both, I think, both can be on stage. They don't have to be on stage at the same time, but they should both be on stage. It's just stupid. Hostage family literally even wanted Rua to speak. Yeah, it's just dumb. It's just very dumb.
In this location. How is that? I don't even think it's on purpose. I don't think it's on purpose. I think it actually is like overbooked. This Kellyanne Conway got let through a staff door. Well, I guess we don't have that kind of riz, dude. We are not as valuable to the to the Democratic Party as Kellyanne Conway. Jesus Christ, dude, I'm Lisan Al Gaib, baby. Call me Lisan Al Gaib the way I have the foresight, the way I have the vision.
It's an interesting
Bro,
kind of.
tell me how this wasn't the best move of all time. Okay, we were gonna be sitting around, thumb up our, waiting for an interview that was never gonna be able to happen. We were literally
That's fucked up. Tough.
going to be in there. Instead, I'm in my sweet hotel room. I get to go to sleep early. I get to react. And I will say this, I wasn't like moderating my position when I was in there. I wasn't like saying anything that I normally wouldn't say, but I will say this. Okay, bro is coping. Is bro coping? No, I cannot pay attention. In that room, it was like virtually impossible.
I'm gonna be honest. That was another thing where I was like, I was experiencing a little bit of FOMO not having gone to the DNC, and I was like, dude, should I have gone? Fuck, I kind of wish I had gone. And then I saw what it looked like in there, and I was like, dude, I'm so happy I didn't go. I'm actually so glad I didn't go. I can't handle loud noises. I can't handle too many people talking at once. I am like, I get so stressed when things are too loud and there's too many different noises happening at the same time. I'm down for a lot of different uncomfortable stimuli. You know, it's really hot, fine. It's really cold, fine. There's a lot of people, whatever. I'm down. I'm down for that. But audio, like too many people talking, music, noise, crowds, people moving things. Oh my God. I would not be able to stream. I would not be able to focus for 2 seconds to do anything. That would just be like, oh my God. No.
It was virtually impossible to pay attention. I think my commentary wasn't as good. You were yourself the whole way and got free interviews out of it. Yeah, I never compromised on my values. I never compromised on my views. But honestly, that shit was not easy. Like it was. I mean, obviously, I was down to even fuck around to a degree where like I straight up played the Kamala Harris wants to vaccinate your children in the song in front of the DNC handlers that I had. They were like standing in the corner. I mean, they weren't handlers, but they were very nice, to be fair. But I do think it's true, but it does kind of display how out of touch the DNC are with your world and influence. Would they have done that with any mainstream media, possibly with far less reach? No, they would not. But remember, the mainstream media pays for those slots. Like they have to pay for it. So it's a little, I mean, it like that's what the New York Times guy was saying. I would never pay for that. They were kicking everyone out of those booths. You weren't at a permanent press spot. Yeah, I'm sure they just like.
Would you say the DNC is E3 but for political frogs? More like E3 for libs, which someone already said.
It cleared everybody out. It just sucks. Especially because there was literally another space that I could go to, but they were just like, no, you can't go there. Look, it worked out. Why did they take your credentials? They didn't. I have them still here. They didn't take my DNC credentials. They took my credentials to the floor, to that floor specifically. Right after I said, oh, well, they didn't take our credentials away.
That's a good video. Yeah. Imagine getting booted from the DNC because you think Palestinians are human beings. L, am I right? I miss E3. Did they cancel E3? That's E3's over, right? Feels bad, man. Tough. Feels bad, man. Okay. I